And here's a slap. So you've got, you know, one. That gives you a little more ability to be musical compared to what we were doing with the boxes. But the boxes still give you, you've worked on some of the rhythms. So we're going to do a con now, and I'm going to show you some of these rhythms on the boxes. So let me show you the basic. So one of the patterns goes like this. You notice I'm doing a bass tone, then I'm closing it. You'll be able to do that on the boxes, and when we play this song on the boxes, we'll let you go along with us. So then one of the drums does another pattern that goes 1. That kind of goes along with what Hannah does on this song. Play what you play, Hannah. That's kind of that, and then we have another one that just goes. So that pattern now, and the other one you played one. There's a basic through intermediate African rhythms play those two patterns, okay? So when we play in Africa, I always start off with a call. And then we're in, So we're going to play a little bit of this. I'll do a little bit of a solo. Then we'll change over to the boxes, and we'll give you a chance to play the rhythm. So here we go. And then we're ending the patterns, and that's how we would do it if we had the drums. Hopefully we will get together, and I'll be around, so I'm not going anywhere, so I'm sure I'll be able to come back down, and I'm sure these kind of classes will continue on, and we'll be able to, there'll be a time when we can all meet outside again, so hopefully it'll be this fall. So now we're going to change back, get our boxes out. Your boxes are a little smaller than ours, but they approach the size of a real djembe, and it's easier for you to manage them. So we're going to go ahead and bring our boxes out. And Hannah's right now going to play. Why don't you do that before I go back? So she's going to play a samba pattern. I asked her to get the bell out, and I didn't get her to play it. So go ahead, Hannah. So that we'll do some work with a bell. At a later time, we can do a bell, but that's a samba. And you notice that when you have more instruments that you can do, you can play that. That's typically a Latin American type thing that everybody thinks about, but in reality, that rhythm was in Africa before it went to Latin America, because Africa went to Latin America, unfortunately, when the slaves were there, but they brought all their music with them. So now we're going to get our boxes. Anyway, Hannah's box is an actual drum. It's a drum that I bought. It's a bass conga drum. It's the It's the lowest drum. So again, when we talk about this, in the middle is your bass tone, and you notice we don't really have a bass tone. On the edge, open, and then if you close it up, you do kind of get that sound on that. All right, so let's go ahead and first off, let's practice. So we're practicing in the middle again. We're back to this thing. So we're going to alternate between our hands. So one hand on the edge of the drum. Don't worry if you're backwards from us, or if you can play the other way too. Doesn't make any difference. Right-handers probably would play like I'm playing. So that's our 1, 2, 3. So now let's go 1, 2, and 3. In the middle. So that one goes the middle out. Now what I'm doing, I'm doubling. I'm going between this hand. Right, right, left, right. You don't have to that. You go right, left, right, right. And you can alternate. Then the left can go in, right in. Doesn't make any difference. If you don't alternate, you have to go back and forth. I'll go back to the regular way. There's one of your basic rhythms. Okay. So now let's look at, so we have a bass, and then you have on the side, then you have 2, 1, dot, 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 dot. So it's 1, dot, 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 dot. So when you do that, you do the bass, then you're going to do the open, and then the 2 close. And you won't hear that much of a difference. If you're on the drum, you could work toward it. The slaps or the closed are the hardest to get, because you're doing, basically this is the whole palm. This from here up is this part. And then the close is the fingertips in the middle. So remember, you're not hitting hard. You don't have to hit hard to get these sound. So, and you might have to, this would probably give us a better bass tone, on the side of the drum, on these bigger drums. It's more difficult to reach down. It takes more coordination. You can get into all those kind of semantics of going around. So there's one rhythm. 1, dot, 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 dot. That's one of our rhythms. So that's one of our rhythms right there. Dot, dot, 1, dot, 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 dot. In the middle, and 2 and 4 on the outside. Now watch. We're going to chain. Boom, dot, dot. So we got 1, dot, 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 dot. So you notice at the end of that, boom, dot, dot, boom, dot, dot. So you're doing a combination thing, and what happens is this rhythm kind of goes in and out of what Hannah was doing on the bass drum, and there's usually a bell part. So the bell part is usually da 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 da. So if we had a bell part going, we have a bell part we could be playing, that would work. Okay, here we go. So we have 1 da 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 da. That's that one. And then we have that one. Boom, dot, dot. Dot, dot. So one more of those patterns. And what we'll do is this week, we'll just have you play. We'll work on this song 2 weeks. This week, we'll just have you play with us. Hannah will simulate the bass drum part here, and I'll play the part. And you'll play one part along with her part. And then later, we'll try to divide up. While I'm playing one, you'll play one. But you need to learn these parts here. So part 1. So the last part we'll do is this one. Dot, dot, dot. So you're all on the outside. These are closed. Go back to the boom, ba da, ba da, da da. So Hannah, boom, da, ba da, boom, boom, ba da. Boom, ba da, da da, boom, da da, da da, da da, da da. Pattern 1. Hannah drop out, so I'll keep playing. Back in Hannah. One, da da, da da da, dun, da da, da da dun. So let's one more time. We'll review this. So we'll do the first pattern. First pattern is boom, ba da, da da, boom, da da. I'll go for a while, then Hannah will come in. You'll just keep going on that pattern that we're doing. So this is pattern 1. And I'll keep playing it. Hannah will come in with her part. So she's playing something different, so you can't really listen to her. Fortunately, she's not on the big bass drums because it would dominate the boxes for no problem. So here's our first pattern. Now she'll come in. You just keep right with me. Da 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 da. Boom ba da da. So pattern 2, very similar. Here's our pattern 1. Da 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 boom da da. Da 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 boom da. Center 1. Go ahead, go ahead, Hannah. And then our last one, dot, da 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 da. Hannah, join us. Ready, go. Bam, ba da. 1, da 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 da. Dun da 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 da. So we play, have a chance for one more little game. Hannah will be kind of you. And this is called Let's All Play Our Drum, and you're going to play the drum on certain words. So the first time we do it, and I might do it fast and I might do it slow. So the first time we do this, we're going to play on the word drum. So if I go, let's all play our drum. Let's all play our drum. And then later, I won't say the drum, I'll just hit it. Let's all play our drum, play our drum. So now let's do it on play and drum. Let's all play our drum. Let's all play our drum. Let's all play our drum. Now you notice when I say let's, that's not on the beat. It's all play our drum. All play, the all is, let's is a pickup. It's before the actual beat. So we're going to play on the play and the drum. Let's all play our drum. Let's all play our drum. Let's all play our drum. So now let's do it on all and play and drum. Let's all play our drum. Let's all play our drum. Let's all play our drum. So just do it on, let's do it on all. Let's all play our drum. Let's all play our drum. Let's all play our drum. 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 Let's all play our drum. So you see, you can have a lot of fun with that. So you can put in all the word. Let's all play our drum. Let's all play our drum. Let's all play our drum. So you notice the use of words helps you. So we could do Abraham Lincoln, Mississippi pie, Mississippi pie, Mississippi pie, Mississippi pie, peanut butter and jelly, peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, dun 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 dun, bam bam. So you could get into all those. You can get into all those kind of crazy things. Making you can take your name. Occasionally at camps, we have all taken our name and done different things with it. So the last thing we're going to do is another thing we usually do. If we have a whole circle of drummers, we can all do something that's fun. I call this a wave or drum orbit. There's a way. And what happens is, the other thing we haven't done on the drum is you can roll on a drum. So you can all roll on your drum. So we can roll on a drum. So if we were doing the wave, suppose Hannah's going to play first, and then she'll go down and I'll come up, and then we'll go back and forth. So she's going to start off. We're both playing. She's going to get louder. Then I'll get louder. So if we were playing it, I'd be conducting it, and we're going to start off low. We're all rolling. Here's the symbol for rolling. And that would be the symbol for cutting off. So there is a program out there, which we all don't have. It's expensive, where I could record. We could do a thing. You've seen some of the things where you have all these people singing and they're singing harmony. We can't really do that with this. So we're going to go ahead and record our drum karaoke, and we're going to talk a little bit about what you're going to be doing in drawing. We're going to start off with the art rather than starting off with making of the rain stick. We don't want to start with that. We'll end with that, because that way you can concentrate on your art and you're not jiggling it around the whole time, and you have a tendency to drop it on the floor. So right now you'll just be working with the tube. We're going to grab a tube. We're going to go grab a sheet of paper, and we'll kind of show you how we'll get started here. Okay, so we're going to cut it off now, and we're going to come back in and start a little bit with the art and the drum karaoke. So we'll see you in a little bit.